Welcome to the show, the Jay and Cody Show. Cody, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How about you?
How about you?
I kind of slurred there a little bit.
I've had a little bit. I'm all right. I had a weird weekend, if you will.
Okay, lay it on me.
I got in this conversation with a friend of mine who's actually a child psychologist after school. And we were talking about, I don't really know how the conversation got to this point. I can't remember now. There's probably something weird I said. But we were talking about the fact, like, and we've discussed this before, like, you don't have, like, any kinks or anything.
Right.
Well, we were talking about how, like, small things that you do in a child's life can create that later on. And, like, now, you know, like, and I've known about this, you know, so, like, I'm weird. Like, I remember our friend Christine was like, oh, you're not you don't spank? You think that's, like I'm a pussy? I'm like, no, that's not why. Like, I don't want him to be weird when he gets, like, and I know that does not, like, everyone that got spanked is into, like,
right.
S&M. But you don't know. And, like, going to the restroom or whatever. Like, if he shits his pants, I'm not, like, weird about it. You know, I'm just like, all right, we gotta try harder, you know, blah, blah, blah. But I don't get, like, really mad at him.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I mean? 'Cause,
Right.
like, you just, like, the fuck do you... You'd be surprised how involved you are in your child's genitals when you have a child. You don't think about it before you have a kid.
Well, yeah.
But, you know, at least twice a day you're scrubbing their balls. I mean, it's weird. But the whole, like, concept of, like, what you do, and it can be, like, up until, like, you're 15, 16.
Wow.
You know, your mom ever catch you whipping one out, you know, just kind of
No, actually.
tugging it? Really?
Really?
Anyone?
No.
Oh. Well, apparently that's a big thing.
Really?
Yeah.
What effect does that have?
Well, I don't know. Like, you could have, like, tons of them.
Really?
Yeah, you could be a voyeur.
Really?
Yeah, the idea of getting caught could then turn you on after that. All sorts of weird fucking...
I mean, I've had sex in public places.
Not really.
Yeah.
Public places, but you were
Well, yeah.
not in public.
It is like a changing room.
Right. But, like, you've never banged a chick, like, at a party, like, in the...
Oh, no.
Like, on the pool
No.
table. That's a weird scene.
That would be really weird.
Would be?
Hey, man.
If you've never been to a
No.
party where... Really?
No.
I've been to a couple, actually, where it was, like, towards, you know... Well, I would say towards the end of the night. It was probably around, like, 12 or 1. You just, like, you know... In fact, there was a pool table in college where, like, drinking, hanging out, you know, just doing what we always do. Actually, we played that night. And we were hanging out at this party. I think it might have been a frat house. I'm not sure. I don't know. I have to ask Chad on that. But anyway, after that, yeah, there was, like, just some couple, like, this dude is, like, railing her, like, doggy style. Right on the pool table.
On the pool table.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I'm just trying to play here.
I mean...
I'm just trying to get a game
No,
going.
like, there was a significant amount of people that were, like, moving, you know, like, moving back, like, silently, you know, like...
Wait. Okay, so,
what
like...
the fuck is going on?
Were they completely on the pool table, or was it, like, bent over the pool table?
I think it started off bending her over the pool table. And she was wearing, like, a skirt or whatever.
Oh, okay.
So, like, you couldn't see very much.
Yeah.
But they kept going at it. Like, not that it would be acceptable to be
Right.
like, all right, well... But they kept going further, and then it was like...
Just
Really? Are we even here?
This is really
I mean, it was a
happening?
huge house, so, like, you know, most people kind of left,
Right.
you know.
But still.
I mean, I hung out.
Still have the
I was
pictures.
like, we up for a threesome, guy?
That'd be weird, though. I'd be weird about that.
Like, in what role?
Oh, what do you mean?
I mean, what would you be?
Watching or doing?
Yeah, watching, doing, like, what?
Oh, both. I
No, I mean, it's not...
couldn't do either. I mean,
not-
maybe I'd watch from, like, the closet.
It's a weird thing, like, because you're drunk. You're fucked up. So your inhibitions are a little bit lower.
Right, yeah.
And it's like, mate, is this... You know, like, you've seen, like, a really bad car accident.
Yeah.
Kind of like that, but with titties.
Right.
tiny little titties. I remember she had like really small titties. And
Really?
I was like, ugh. Ew. who's into that? I think one of them's an innie.
Well, I mean, if you're willing to bang someone on a pool table in the midst of a crowd, like, what kind of standards do you really have?
No, and she's like one of those chicks. I'll say this. I've probably seen her have more sexual acts than I've ever been involved in.
Oh, so everybody's had a little bit of her.
Well, actually, it was only like 3 guys
Oh.
in all the years. But, like, like, we were... What the fuck? Oh, we were playing, what's that game where you have, like, a card, you put it on your head, and people are trying to get you to guess the word.
Oh, yeah. Pictionary?
I feel like not. But
No.
maybe. I don't know.
I know what you're talking about.
We were playing that and, like, doing bong rips. And
Nice.
we were talking to her boyfriend. Who I guess I shouldn't say. I almost said the name, so I'm glad I didn't. But we were talking to him about, like, you know, like, how shit. Like, we were just commonly talking about why women are kind of shitty. You know,
Yeah,
how
sure.
guys do.
Right,
you know?
sure.
Like, this is bullshit, you know. My woman won't let me go to, I think it was Trivium. I think that's what I was complaining about. So I wanted to go see Trivium. It doesn't matter.
That would be cool, by the way. I would love to see him.
Yeah, it sucked I didn't go. My woman was being a real bitch. Not the woman. Yeah, doesn't matter. Anyway, she was like, well, I'm not a bitch and blah, blah, blah. And we're like, we're not saying you are. You know, we're trying to, like, just be nice. We're like,
Right.
but come on. As a girl, don't you have to kind of, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, not always. I remember, I think it was Derek that just threw out, like, oh, like, you won't give him head that often, whatever. Right then, she just pulled down his pants and sucked his dick.
Oh.
I was like,
Okay, now see, I would be totally fine in that situation, and here's why. Here's why. Not a situation in where I'm like, okay, this is hot. Not like that. But I'd be like, all right, man. I'd be like high-fiving him. I'd probably walk away. I wouldn't stay there for the whole thing. I don't want to see him come. But I would definitely give him a high five and let him go to it. I would. I'd be like, you know what?
see, to me, that was way
Good
weirder.
on you. Really?
Oh, so much
no,
weirder.
see,
For
that
one,
wouldn't bother me.
no alcohol in that situation.
Oh.
Alcohol is a big lubricant.
It is.
We were just smoking weed.
Oh, no, see, that gets me horny.
Sam, no, I mean,
It really
that
does.
made it weird. It was like, what are you saying? Like, it
I
you know,
almost
that,
get-
like, introspective kind of, like,
I
oh.
almost get more horny from smoking than I do drinking. I don't know why, but I really do.
I'm the exact opposite.
Really.
Well,
I mean, I get pretty horny either way.
Yeah,
Because
right.
I'm just a guy.
but no, like, if I'm high, I don't want to be
Really?
fucked with at all.
Oh, I do.
I'm like,
It's incredible.
put on The Simpsons or something like that and leave me the fuck alone.
Some of the best sex I've had was when I was high.
See, some of the best conversations I've had are when I was
That
high.
too. That
Like,
too.
I would much rather just, like, chill out with guys
I agree.
and then suck some dick. But,
You need weed to do that, though?
good point. That's a very good point.
No,
But, like, do you want something in her past or something made it to where she's like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
Probably
and
daddy
maybe that's not
issues.
even a bad thing. I mean, really.
Not for the
It was the same
boyfriend.
guy.
Right.
It wasn't like she had ever, you know, just woke me up with a tug job or something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In fact, she got weird about, like, one of our friends he thought was hitting on him, and he was really just, like, he literally was just asking her if she wanted to go out and have a cigarette.
Oh, really?
So we didn't smoke inside.
Yeah.
You know? And, like, I remember that being, like, a kind of a weird thing. Like, I was like, why does she think... Whatever, it doesn't matter. But obviously something in her family or past or whatever has said, like, that's okay. I don't want, like... You want your kid to be like that person?
I mean,
No.
no.
Yeah.
But,
Because they're still talking about that person.
right.
You know what I mean? I don't have...
Right.
I could give you a lot, but not interesting stories about, like, my cousin Derek or whatever. You know, just normal, whatever, you know?
Sure.
He's done some weird shit. He used to run around naked. But,
Nice.
you know, he was smart. Never saw the genitals.
But you ran away. Around.
Sock. Usually a sock
Nice.
or something like. In high school, he had this weird affliction for getting nude.
That is kind of weird.
That's very odd. I mean, he had a good body, so, I mean, who the fuck cares?
Right, yeah.
You know, like, if I at that time, if I was, physically fit like he was, I probably, I wouldn't have. 'Cause I still think it's weird.
Yeah,
but
right.
The point is, usually, the naked friend is always a fat guy.
I was gonna say, and you got to be one of the extremes. If you're gonna be naked at a party, you've either got to be really fit or really fat. If you're anywhere in between, it's not funny.
No, and it's weird.
And but if you're super fit,
he's got titties.
Yeah, like if you're super fat, be like, all right, Fatty McFat's, he's naked. Let's go. Let's throw shots at him or something.
Yeah.
But if you're super fit, like, all right, look at this stud showing off what he's got. But if you're like me and you're in the middle,
yeah, people are just guessing if you've got titties or
right. It's like, well, what is he?
He's kind of got like a belly hanging.
Yeah, I mean, like he's not
like they're just judging you.
He's not like funny fat, and he's not like good looking fit. So what are you?
Is he doing?
Get out of here.
Yeah.
So
bring on Fatty.
You gotta be the guy from Nitro Circus. The fat guy.
I know
Tommy.
See, I was thinking of the big guy from Jackass.
I think they're the same guy.
Okay, then it's not Tommy. I don't know his name. Doesn't matter.
Tommy Street Bike or whatever?
No, that was never his name.
What is his name? You know who I'm talking about.
I know exactly who you're talking about. He's running around with the midget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And I've been to, probably 10 times more parties than you have.
Probably.
Never, though, have I ever gotten to a point where, I'm like, you know what? This is a good time to get nude.
Right, yeah.
How do you get that fucked up? What goes in your mind to, yep, naked time?
Right.
Clothes are just...
Release all your inhibitions.
I don't get it.
I don't either.
That's like we had a friend who used to, it was very, very peculiar how gay he would get, as he was drunk.
Okay.
I don't know whatever happened to the guy, to be honest. But you'd sit with him on a couch or whatever, and he'd sit right next to you. And it's there's plenty of room on the couch. What do you just right next to you, and then put an arm around? He was creepy gay.
When he was drunk?
Yeah. He was really creepy gay. Not
even the lovable kind of gay.
No, and we actually had a gay friend.
Okay.
Went over to my gay friend's house one time, and he was there, and it was really weird. It was kind of I feel uncomfortable.
The gay guy thought it was weird?
No, we did.
Oh.
We came in, and we didn't expect him to be there, and the gay guy we're just buying weed off of, and it was just very awkward silence. Were they fucking?
That's weird.
Isn't that? How do you handle that? What do you do?
Were you just nailing that guy?
Yeah, you're just nailing. We're buddies. It's cool. And I never understood, if he was gay, because this was a conversation we had multiple times. It was well, if he's gay, he knows that we're friends with gay guys. We got a couple gay friends.
Yeah.
So it's not we're going to be against him.
Right. I don't know.
But we are against you, rubbing up on me.
Right.
I've been to gay bars multiple times. That was, one of the big spots we'd go to.
Why?
Really cheap drinks, and our designated driver could get in.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And the idea, at the time I'm always fucking dating someone. It's annoying. So I didn't care. I was just there for the cheap booze, and have great conversations. I would fucking talk up these gay guys. It was crazy. But completely hetero. Apparently you could really tell I'm hetero.
Yeah.
They would always, but my buddy, Chad, actually, he was going after the fag hags.
Yeah. All right, yep.
And there was a few. He was too big of a pussy to ever make a move, but it wasn't a bad move. It was a pretty good play when you think about it.
Okay.
You go to a normal club, as is, usually there's more guys than girls.
Yeah.
Then you have to take out the percentage that came with guys.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking at maybe 10%. Maybe, if you're lucky, 10% are available. And if you're not in the top 20% of looks, money, and everything else, your chances are so slim.
Right.
Unless you're going to end up with, like, a fatty or something.
Right, yeah, sure.
You know. Some chick with a unibrow. So his play was actually very smart. Because it's like, all right, we're going to a place where it's just dude on dude. Don't have to worry about any other dudes. So any free women here, I'm pretty much it.
It's true.
It was a smart move. Would have worked. Multiple times it would have worked.
But?
He's a pussy.
Oh.
I had at least a couple times, I had chicks actually hit on me.
Nice.
And I didn't have to do any work. Which is weird, because you go out clubbing, guy always has to do all the work.
Right.
Whatever. I mean, I was just there, like, talking to him, like normal, you know. And then you would start to think, like, hey, I don't think she's a lesbian.
Why are the drinks cheaper?
I don't know. I really don't know. But, like, the beers were, like, 2 for $3.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You start going to gay bars.
You get fucked up for $20.
Yeah. And if you play it right, maybe someone will buy you a drink.
You know, not as much as you think.
Really?
They're really good at spotting out who's gay, who's not.
That sucks.
They could really tell. They could really tell that we weren't gay.
Huh.
Like me and Chad, anyway.
The gaydar wasn't going
yeah,
off.
Yeah, which is weird because, I mean, you know, I'm not trying to like come off like, oh, I'm manly. No, I fucking would have loved for them to think I was gay and to think they had a chance at the time. It's like
Right.
19, 20 years old, you know?
Sure.
Fuck yeah. Maybe we can talk if you buy me a couple kamikazes, you know? But no, you know.
I may have to start doing that. Take a page out of his book.
It's not a bad move.
It's not.
Especially if you have, like, underage friends. And I don't know what the laws are now, but in those days, those were the only clubs that someone under 21 could still get into.
There's still some. That you
And that's why we went.
Really?
There was, I forgot the place. I think now it's called Club Rodeo.
Yeah, Club Rodeo.
That used to be.
You can get in there when
Yeah.
you're 18.
But it sucked. It was fucking horrible. I hate that fucking place.
See, I've heard it's pretty good now. I would never go because it's not my scene, but...
Yeah, it's a shitbag.
Really?
No, it is. Like, for one, it's a big meat market, right?
Yeah.
But namely for people in, like, their 30s and 40s. And when you're in your 20s, you're like, this kind of sucks. And when you're in your 30s, if you're at a meat market, you're pathetic.
Right, right.
You should have your shit together by then.
Right.
Be a fucking parent. Not be out trying to score dick.
Right.
Or pussy, whatever. I mean, whatever we're after. I don't know. It's my...
Huh.
Yeah. There were so many times when, like we'd play this game where it was like, let's see how many numbers we're trying to get or whatever. There's so many times I had women actually be like, aren't you a little young to be talking to me? And it's like, aren't you a little old to be still wearing braces? You know? But seriously, like, what the fuck are you doing here?
That's interesting.
I mean, I'm, at the time, like, 22.
Right.
You know? That's my age. This is what we do. You should be at home making pie or something. Clean
I could go
house.
for a pie.
Fucking yeah.
Oh my god.
Best pie.
My favorite?
Yeah.
Pumpkin. No, apple.
Ugh. Pumpkin was in, like, your top...
Oh yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Love pumpkin pie.
Oh, I fucking hate you. You're telling me out of all...
That's probably number 2 for me. Number 1 would be apple. What? Pumpkin kicks ass.
Fucking... Your white-breaded fucking pussy ass... Seriously, like, not strawberry rhubarb? Oh, fuck.
I love it.
Oh, it's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Probably the best pie.
Uh-huh.
And apples are right. Cherries, pretty titties.
Cherries is alright.
I like a good
I
cobbler.
like blueberry.
Yeah,
Blueberry
peach.
I see. I don't like peach pie. Not usually.
Really?
Really.
Peach pie is amazing.
Eh.
Love a good chocolate pie?
No. I got really sick off of chocolate pie one time.
Did you eat too much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got really high. And then I ate. Like, I remember
You can't blame the pie.
No, I know. But I was laying on bed and I had 2 slices. I remember I was going for the 3rd one. I got about halfway through, and we were fixing to leave up to Lawrence to go to the Granada for a concert. And I, like, we got in the car, and my friend was like, "You all right?" I was like, "Yeah, why?" He was like, "You're really pale. Like, do you feel sick?" I was like, "No, I'm good. Let's roll."
Shit right in your pants.
Miserable. Oh.
Why would you get high before a concert? Like, that long before a
Because
concert?
it was there. And we got high right before it again, too, so.
Yeah, but you don't... That like, first high is always the best.
Yeah.
And, like, you're kind of just, like, trying to recapture lightning when you break that seal.
Right.
Like, unless you take a nap or a really long... You know, like, you can kind of, like, if you take a nap and you wake up and smoke again, you can kind of get there again, but still it's a little...
I really don't remember if I did. I don't remember what that trip was like. I know on the way...
a 3-hour trip.
I remember on the way back it was bullshit because it was snowing so hard I could only see like 10 feet in front of me. And so I was going like 35 miles an hour because the roads were also slick. There's a lot of curves. There's a lot of big trucks. And everyone was asleep.
And you were high?
No, I wasn't high. Thank God.
You had sobered up by then?
Yeah. It was...
Which is always a weird thing.
It was
too.
shitty.
No, but like... You can sober up from weed.
Mm-hmm.
But you're never as sober as you think you are.
Right.
You know, like... If you're gonna get gas or something, you're like, alright, be cool, be cool. Why the fuck am I telling myself to be cool? I should,
Right.
It's been like 5 hours. I'm good.
Right. But really...
But really...
and then you just
Is that
start
a cop
questioning
over
yourself.
there?
Am I high still?
Exactly.
I don't feel high.
So that was only like, what, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember your trip up there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a great concert, but it was just, the drive back was awful.
Speaking of concerts, what's wrong with... Well, how do I put this? Do you think it's a process of, like, growing up, or just being more respectful as a musician, that now that I listen to a lot of shit I used to, I'm like, this is really dull. I'm kind of sick of it.
I don't know. I mean...
And I mean that from both an artistic manner and, like, a musical standpoint. Like, you know, I think I texted you about listening to Korn. Because David
Sure.
Tell had posted, like, oh, the new Korn's really good.
Sure.
Okay, I'll check it out. I'm like, is he still whining about his fucking childhood? Jesus fucking Christ, get over it, man.
I mean... I don't know. I think a little bit has to do just your taste changes, but I think in the instance of Korn, if you never change your sound or what you sing about, I lose interest.
Yeah, right?
I really do.
I mean, I'm even kind of sick of Metallica, to be honest. I've heard the new album. I like it, but,
Yeah,
but
no.
in a way, it's like, I kind of miss Load Reload, like, lyrically.
Yeah.
Like,
and-
it was less like just, I don't know, skulls and crossbones and blah, blah,
Right,
blah.
yeah.
Over it.
Affliction.
Yeah, yeah, no, like, I'm completely over it.
Right.
Do something else. Like, and I think it's really hard, at least for me, to, like, when I think about, and I've got, obviously, a problem where if something's really good, like, that's the standard I set other
Right.
things to.
Right.
Which is hard to really balance things out. But, like, if I'm listening to, let's say, Metallica, I'm like, in comparison to the new Blink album, this sucks balls.
Right, yeah.
Because they've grown so much and they do so much more.
No, I know. They've, No, that album was just incredible. And I was telling you the other day, the only song I'm really not set on is Kings of the Weekend. It's just... I like it. I like it.
I respect your... But I still think it's a good song.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of...
It's also only like 2 minutes.
Well, yeah.
So it's like, oh, alright.
Right.
I've got a problem with it, but it'll be over soon. No, but like System of a Down, I think was like one of the greatest bands that never continued. Because they weren't the same, ever.
Yeah.
And it was all politics, sure, but it was changing politics. It wasn't
Right.
like, well, we're from fucking Middle East, blah, blah, blah. No, it was,
Right.
you know. Oh, speaking of which, completely, not really change topics, but, you're part of a death pool?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Well, I heard some interesting news from Chavo, the bass player from System of a Down. Apparently, he worked with George Clinton. Dude, George Clinton's been smoking crack for like 30 years.
Oh my god.
Like, I guess between like every couple songs, they'll take a crack break.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
I never thought that about him. I thought maybe he's a big stoner.
Yeah, sure.
He looks like a big fucking pothead.
He does.
Hey, crack.
Jesus. For 30 years?
Yeah. Since like the 80s, he's been into crack.
Wow.
How can you be into crack that long?
And not die?
That's one of those things. Which doesn't make sense to me. You know, like, unfortunately, we lost the biggest musician of the year just yesterday. Day before. In Alan Thicke. And I know, you're all like, fuck. Alan Thicke? No, I mean, Ben. I mean, he was fucking Growing Pains guy.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
I think so.
Even you questioned it, but I'm pretty sure it's Growing Pains. But he actually wrote like a fuck ton of TV themes.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, who doesn't remember different strokes it takes? Different strokes. In the thick of the night. Tons of fucking... Which, by the way, I love they made a show called In the Thick of the Night.
I know.
Like, how patronizing to yourself. Doesn't matter.
What show did you say he was from?
Growing Pains?
Growing Pains, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure.
I think so.
I mean, dead at 69. Heart attack. Did you hear how he died?
No, I didn't.
He was playing hockey with his son.
Oh. What happened?
He had a heart attack.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's rough.
I guess it was like so major. But what are you doing at 69 out playing hockey?
He looked like he was in fairly good shape, though.
I'm sure he was. I don't know. But like, I don't know. I can't remember who said it. They were like, you know, if it was his heart, it was going to happen either way. Yeah, probably. I mean,
right.
You can only probably prolong that for so long. I don't know. What are you looking at?
Nothing. Sorry. Well,
doing something here.
Well, no, it's funny because we were just talking about that Lawrence thing, and I just had a memory on Facebook, and it was that. It was the poster for that. I was like, oh, that's kind of weird. And I didn't realize it was in March, though.
What was in
the concert? Because that's what I was looking at on the tour dates, and it came to Kansas in March, so I don't know why it was today, but whatever.
Probably because you overpost stuff on Facebook.
I didn't. Someone tagged me in it.
Sure. You're very active on social media.
I am.
You and a lot of my friends, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets annoying.
Well,
stop it. I don't care.
Well,
only educate me. Don't try to make me laugh. Your bullshit. This isn't funny. No, but it's weird, like, losing somebody. Like, we've lost a lot of people in 2016. We haven't lost as many as I thought, to be honest, though.
Really?
Well, when you think about it, like, I was thinking Scott Weiland. I knew Lenny was, like, right before. Mm-hmm. But I didn't know Scott Weiland.
That was last year.
Yeah, who's the other guy? Fuck.
Last year?
Yeah. So it was Scott Weiland, Lemmy, and someone else.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It wasn't Bowie, was it?
No, Bowie was in February, I think.
Yeah, I thought that was Prince.
Oh, shit, you're right. Let me look.
I might be wrong. I don't fucking know.
It was either January or February because I thought January. He died in January.
Bowie did?
Yeah.
So it wasn't Bowie. Who the fuck was it?
Do you know what month they died?
It had to have been December.
Was it a musician?
Yeah. I thought it was a good musician. I might be wrong. It was probably like the bass player for like the Mamas and the Papas or something. Right. I don't even know if they had a bass player. If they didn't.
I'm not sure. I remember.
But I do remember someone else. It's probably like huge. Although I can't think of who.
Yeah, I mean,
doesn't matter. As shitty of a year as 2016 has been, I didn't think that many people actually died.
Yeah.
I mean, the country's, on its way down, but...
It is.
We got a nice little cancer in the form of Donald Trump.
Yep.
And, like, I heard this whole thing... Well, like, his our new Secretary of State, the ExxonMobil guy, and our EPA guy, all talking about like how climate change is not real, it's not a thing. We need to loosen our restrictions and blah 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 blah. Right? Mm-hmm. Well, then I just read something like right before then about how like once, as a big argument has been, and you've heard the same argument, people debating me like, well, yeah, but the ice is actually getting bigger, and it's like, no, it's getting thinner.
Right.
And once we get to a certain level, we get to the permafrost, that will actually like pop out a shit ton more CO2 and carbon into our fucking atmosphere.
Yeah.
Accelerating our warming rate by like 4 to 5 times what it is now.
Really?
Yeah. That's fucked. That's like super fucked.
Yeah.
And people are like, well, that's a problem for like, maybe our great grandkids. You know what though? Like back in the day, they used to say, "Oh, that'll be a problem in 1,000 years."
Right.
Well, you know what? Before we're 40, it's going to be a problem for our kids.
Right.
And by the time we're 60, holy shit, it's a problem.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah, no, like it's just going to sneak up on us like before we even realize it. And there's even a lot of scientists now that are like, well, it's pretty much too late.
Right.
That's a good thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
right.
I don't know. And it's easy to be like, oh well, it doesn't matter what we do. China's not going to do anything. Yeah, actually, China's way ahead of us as far as green. And going green. And who was it? Fucking Tesla? As those is it mega warehouse things? I don't know. I saw it on that Leo DiCaprio
I know
movie.
what you're talking about.
And like they only need 100 of them, and we could go pretty much off of.
Right.
Like, why the fuck aren't we doing that?
Well, and I don't understand why people aren't doing more solar panels. That could make a huge difference too.
You know what the big argument is?
What?
And I kid you not, this is what the average person says. Well, because you can't go solely off that. So?
Yeah, you can though.
You can't completely. You still sometimes need to have electricity. Point is,
that provides the electricity.
Yeah, but you it only will go so. Like, let's say you get a whole day of sunshine or whatever. It'll probably last you like 8 to 10 hours. Not bad.
Yeah.
But you're still, especially when you talk about like washing, like using a dishwasher, your refrigerator, air conditioner, blah 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 blah, things that suck up a lot of fucking power.
Get more.
Yeah, I mean, but okay, so why not take your $150 electric bill down to like $30?
Right.
And and use a lot less.
It's still using less.
Yeah, why not do that? Well, it's just too much work.
Well, and
It's fuck. And Obama put out like that. If you fucking got solar panels, they would give you money.
Yeah.
To fucking pay you back. Like, what the fuck?
Well, and like they're somewhat expensive.
They're not even that bad.
You did them, didn't you?
For like $500.
Yeah.
Something like that. I mean,
and it's not cheap, but considering how much you'll be saving.
Yeah, but like, dude, like I guarantee you, about everyone we know is going to at least spend that much on Christmas this year.
Oh, yeah.
For some stupid toys that they won't give a shit about by January.
About, yeah.
Yeah. But you could be saving yourself over $100 a month.
Right.
And helping the environment.
Right.
For like 500 bills, but...
For 5 bills, not 500 bills.
Whatever. Point is... And, I mean, and again, I don't have like a massive setup or anything. Like, I want to actually get bigger.
Yeah.
I think you're talking like $2,000 to like really be in a good spot. But there again, and at least it was this way. I don't know if it still is. It won't be. I can guarantee that. But under Obama, it was like you get 70% of that back.
Yeah.
So that's still like $300.
Yep.
When you really, but whatever. Fuck the environment. Let's keep doing what we're doing.
Right.
Let's keep giving the rich everything that they don't deserve.
Right. Need.
Yeah. We really are like, you watch like old like religious movies, or like if you play like certain games or whatever, and you see like the weird tribe of people like worshiping this like false god. Mm-hmm. That is totally us with rich people. Mm-hmm. Not God, no, rich people.
Right, yeah.
oh, Sumner Redstone, I'll suck your balls.
Right.
Fucking weird. Oh, he's a weirdo too.
Who?
Sumner Redstone.
Oh yeah.
Did you hear about like him paying off all those women?
No, I didn't.
He gave like some chick like $18 million. Who knows what the fuck she did for him? But she was like a flight attendant on one of his flights. 18 bills.
Jesus.
Just. And have you seen that? There was this show, Electric Barbaros.
Never
Electric
heard of
Barbarellas. Electric Barbarellas. It was like
Okay.
a fucking reality show, and he put on the whole thing. You know who Sumner Redstone is,
Yeah.
right? Okay. And he put on like it was millions of dollars to just make this stupid piece of shit garbage, and it was all because he wanted to bone the main blonde
Really?
chick. Yeah. So it was like, oh, I'll give you a show, blah blah blah.
that. Wow.
Yeah.
So that's what they're using.
He's
money
like
for.
93, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, when are you gonna stop? I'm 30, and most of my sex drive is gone. Like, how?
How much did it cost to make that?
Probably $10 million.
Jesus.
Speaking of money, I'm just like flying through topics, but you see the Westworld? The intro to Westworld was like it cost over $1 million to make. Just the fucking intro.
Really?
The fucking pilot episode cost $25 million to make.
God.
Right?
Holy shit.
It
Why?
beat out Game of Thrones by like a lot.
Yeah.
On costs. It's a decent show, but
I haven't seen it.
you should check it out. I mean, it's I don't. According to most people, it's the best show.
I've heard a lot of
TV.
people talking about it, and there's
Yeah.
something crazy about the last episode, I think.
Yeah. I haven't seen it yet. I'm so far behind. I've been really catching up on Walking Dead and
Really?
loving the fuck out of Negan. He's the best.
That's what I've heard.
I mean, it really makes the show worth watching again.
You know that viewing dropped a lot?
Because people are faggots.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, there's a bunch of pussies.
Oh my
Oh, you
gosh.
killed my guy. Ugh.
Yeah.
Jesus, not everyone can live.
Well, and that's like, do you really see Game of Thrones fans doing that?
Yes. Well, not dropping, but
Right.
whining like little
Well,
babies.
yeah.
They killed Jon Snow. I'm done with this show.
And see, they
Like,
don't do
And
that.
here's the problem. Pick up a book.
Yeah.
For one, if you read the graphic novels, you knew Glenn died.
Right.
If you read Game of Thrones, you knew that Jon Snow died. You actually didn't know he came back.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you know this.
It's insane how attached people can get to a...
And I get some of that, but I mean, you know it's going to end at some point,
Right.
right? I mean, listen, if Tormund dies, I'm going to be upset.
Right, yeah.
I was very upset when the Red Viper died.
I was really upset when Hodor died.
Yeah, oh my god, talk about tearjerker.
That was incredible how they tied that together.
It really was.
Hold the door, Hodor. I loved it.
I think that about does it for us. Kind of sucks, it's actually had a story going, but we're running out of time.
Yeah.
Either way, thanks a lot. We will talk to you later.